Alright guys, we're into our next round. So I've got a couple of clarifications, some information. I've been speaking on the Facebook group and got some clarification on a couple things from the people in the Facebook group, which is an awesome group. You need to get to know that group if you love this game. And also from Roger. So let's go over here and the couple things that I had questions about regarded items, right? So remember we had this footman sword. Sorry, we had this bow, these two bows, I should say. And I was saying that because earlier I had said that this one, because it had two different stats on it, would be like two different weapons, even though obviously in this case I would prefer, because that has a lower value, to use this one. So clarification that I got is if the first warfare value is the same, that basically indicates the weapon. So in this case, they're both bows. They have it in the title, but if it didn't have it in the title, I would know because they both had warfare as this ranged warfare is their first value. So that's how I would go by that from this point forward. Also, I did find that the backpack space is basically infinite. You can only equip two weapons, but the backpack space itself is essentially infinite. So that was a couple of the clarifications that I got from Roger. So, and he knows he actually has, at least at the time of this filming, he actually did drop us a note on the first video, which was awesome. So I appreciate that, Roger, and so we'll definitely be leveraging his knowledge and the Facebook group's knowledge as we continue this playthrough. So, having said all that, it is time for the upkeep phase. This is during the upkeep phase. We don't have any afflictions or torches or anything like that, so we're going to go ahead and set our initiative. So we're going to do our classic initiative that we've been doing. So 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. And that is going to be the initiative for them. And yep, that is all the upkeep phase. It's that one's that simple. We don't have any abilities channeled. Oh yeah, we do. We have spectral sword of channel. So we're going to unchannel that. So she's ready to go. And with that, yep, not all of our quests are completed, so we don't have a teleport track to worry about. So, yep, let's go to the encounter phase and see what goodies we have in store for us now. Let's pull from our encounter deck, see what lovelies await us. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Not want to focus, does it? Focus. I don't want you to manually focus, bro. Come on, focus, you silly Billy. No, you're not gonna focus. Hold on. Alright, let's try this. Hey. Select a hero for this challenge. So they can't be in a chamber and they can't be engaged. Select a hero for this challenge. This hero has found a ladder that descends in a deep area. Challenge is 0 reaches the bottom. There are 3 overgrown chambers. You must explore each chamber. Okay, so, wow, neither one of them are great for doing this, but I guess Sabrina's, here I go again. Caracrone is probably the best one to do it. So, we're going to have 3 chambers. The first chamber, we're rolling a D6, chamber 2, a D8, chamber 3, a D10. So, let's see what we find. So, the first chamber is going to be a D6. Can you see that? Oh, you can't see that. Alright, that was a 3. So that means in the first chamber, roll 1 to 4. Giant Centipede bites the hero for 2 damage. Awesome. So we go from 5, 4 to 3 health. Okay, that's quite unfortunate. The next chamber is a D8. Oh no, sorry, yeah, a D8. Good lord. We rolled a 1. Roll 1d8, 1 to 5 arrows fire from the wall. Roll 1d3 for damage. Okay. 3. Womp, womp, womp. Yep. He is knocked out. Dang it, Roger. I have a love-hate relationship with these because it could have been really amazing. Okay. So he's knocked out. So of course that means our terror level goes up. So, jeez. Come over here. Our terror level goes to 7. Not even past the first quest table. This is not good. Not having any gold to start with really hurt us. But I mean, you know, that's what it is. So that completes the Q1R phase. So we'll go with our battle mage for the hero phase. So let's start the hero phase. Alright, so our battle mage is here. She is almost dead. Wow. So I think what we're gonna do for her is she's actually gonna completely forego her turn. And we're gonna go up here and we're gonna go ahead and learn her next skill, which is called Ice Prism. We've got a decent amount of life force, and we're going to get some more, so let's do that. So this is Ice Prism activated at any time during the hero phase. When activated, place this card on the minion or guardian's monster card. It's within 4 spaces. The remainder of this turn. So the remainder of this turn, this monster may not move, but can still attack if heroes adjacent to it. All warfare damage this monster deals this turn is reduced by 1. Return this card to the battle mage at the end of this turn. So basically, it's kind of a debuff. So we're going to do that. We've heard another ability. I mean, it does cost 3 essence, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And that is going to be everything she does. Actually, with her very first activation. So that is her number 2 activation. We're going to go ahead and run Albus next. He doesn't have any money. She doesn't have any money. Ugh. Well, I mean, there's no... She can't fight. She doesn't have a pickaxe. So what she is going to do, I guess, she's going to run... The next activation, she's going to run up here and just see what that room is, I guess. Or not room, that mining site. So this would be activation 4, because remember, Carrick is out of action. So, of course, she rolls more than enough. She's going to get over there. She's not going to be able to mine anything, but it is... Oh, it's mining site A. So that is a legitimate site. So we're going to put that right there. That's where she's at. So that is her activation, and then honestly, I think she's going to be done. I really do, because, I mean, she doesn't have any essence, she doesn't have anything. I mean, let's just go ahead and activate Albus, I guess, and move him close to her. So that's a 5 plus a 6, that's 11. So he's going to move as close to her as he can get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This first action, second action, another 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he'll at least be close to her, because we'll probably have Carrick when he comes back to Port Lynn, where she's at. Hopefully he can get lucky and he can get some essence going. He's got a couple hundred gold on him. He'll probably have to use that to send Albus back to get some stuff while he does some more combat. Gosh, that's quite unfortunate. Okay, well, that is the end of the hero phase, so we'll just go straight to the monster phase. Alright, and I completely forgot to roll for the Guardian. So, after this round, probably, if we don't spawn one, we're just going to spawn one until we get them spawned. So, 13. Alright, so we did spawn one, so let's see what we get. Alright, so what we got is Razor Fang. She's got ranged, mythical, and physical. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So here's his standee. So we're gonna roll to put him out. Hopefully when we roll, this won't have affected anything. But I guess let's just go ahead and do that. I always forget that step because I wasn't looking at my card. That's exactly why I forgot that. So he's gonna spawn in 3. All right, so let's go to the main board and check out 3. All right, so as is apparently the fate of all monsters in this Blackwood Castle, they all start in this corner, because apparently this is where monsters are made over here, and then they sometimes go that way. 3 is right here. So that is where Razor Fang is going to go. So let's go back over to our monsters, roll for rating, and then get these guys moving, and we can go on to the next round where maybe we'll have better luck and people won't, die on the first round. Alright, so we got our D10 right here, so we're going to roll for each of these to see if any of them turn to rating. Starting with Skeletal Grunt, no. Orc Siegebreaker, no. Green Orc Siegebreaker, no. Wraith, no. Blue Orc Siegebreaker, no. Alright, cool. So, they're all going to be normal movement. So let's start with the Skeletal Grunt, and let's see where he goes. Alright, so here we are with the Skeletal Grunt. He is heading on the orange path. We rolled that before. So let's see how far. 5 plus 2 is a 7. So, 1, 2. It's plus 2, right? Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see which way he'll be heading after that. On the pink. So he's going to be headed that way. Next activation. So that takes care of him. Now let's go to the blue Orc Siegebreaker, who's just very close to him. Alright, so here's the blue Orc red Orc Siegebreaker. He has a D6 plus 2 as well. Ooh, only a 2. And he's moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 along the blue. That takes care of him. Now we're going to go to the green Orc Siegebreaker, who is actually right here. So we're already there. Cool. So he's got a D6 plus 2. That's 5, and he's going on green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess they're meeting up in their patrol route there. So now we're going to go to the red wraith, who's on the complete other side of the dungeon. Alright, so here we are, the red wraith, right here. It's a D6 plus 3. Now remember, it has that shadow step ability, so it could move multiple times. So D6, wow, plus 3, that is a 4. So 2, 3, 4. But then a shadow step happens. At the end of the race turn, it rolls a D20. On a result of 16, 20, it takes an additional turn. So a 6, so nothing happens, so it actually stays there. And then finally, we'll go to the Orc Siegebreaker Blue. Alright, here we are with the Orc Siegebreaker Blue. He has a D6 plus 2. That is a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next we need to go look at Razor Fang. See where he's going to move. Alright, let's get a little bit more of a wider shot here because remember he will move by quadrant. So he is a 3-quadrant mover. So let's see where he's going to go. He's going to go green first. So there's 1. Next movement, green, that's 2. And the final movement, purple, which is right back to there. Okay, so not much of a difference. Interesting. And I also did want to say I did check to make sure that the Guardian didn't have a restriction on, let's say, if he moved from here and he rolled green and moved here, that he wouldn't be able to move back through green if it had to be a different color than the color that he came from. And that is not in the rule book, although I really kind of feel like that would be a good house rule just to keep these guys from getting stuck in a loop, because I mean, you've seen these guys over here, these minions, and if you just happen to roll, and I mean, yeah, we could argue about, I guess, what the odds are of you rolling that, but if you just happen to roll those same ones, or if it's like this 3 spot only has two ways out. So, I mean, you could go back and forth, and if you get one like that, then it's like a 50-50 chance. So you could just sit there and just kind of ping pong, which, I mean, it's good for you, I guess, because he's not moving, but in some cases it might not be. I feel like it'd make the dungeon a little more dynamic if that was something that you did. And again, I want to be clear, Roger is all about you having fun. That's what this game is about, and if that's a house rule you want to use, then, hey, you use it, you make it yours, do it that way. If I was playing by myself and if I do another playthrough, I will probably do that. But since this is the first one and I'm trying to do it true to the rules as written, or mostly written, then I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing it like I've been doing it. But do know, Roger has said multiple times, this is your game, have fun with it. He created the world, the amazing world builder, tons of lore. You do what you want with it and have fun with it, and that's what he's most passionate about. And I think that he would be perfectly fine with that and enjoy seeing you do that as well. So, having said that, that is the end of, that is the end of it. That's insane, y'all. Oh, God. These encounter cards, I think that's twice we've died with encounter cards. I think it's twice. So, these encounter cards ain't no joke. And then the one card stole like 1,000 of our gold. Oh, one other thing that I want to mention that doesn't have anything to do with the minions, but I do want to mention it. So, we have our Fetch Hound Albus here. And you'll notice that Albus can level up just like everybody else. The neat thing about Albus is as he levels up, he gets more potions that he can carry, more items that he can carry, the maximum amount of gold he can carry goes up. But unlike heroes, he's not limited to have to wait till we finish the quest table to level up. So if we wanted to spend the 5 life force to level him up right now, we could. And go ahead and level him up. And if we had enough, we could do him all the way to level 3 in the first quest table. But just know that he's not like that, because there's a good chance here soon I may do that as long as I have enough life force to level everybody up. Well, at least to level up the battle mage, because remember, we got a free level up with that encounter card. So we have a little extra left over if I didn't want to burn it all on buying abilities. But we'll see. We still gotta kill 2 guardians, Razor Fang and somebody else, and then we've got to we'll get some more stuff along the way. So we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to point that out while I was thinking about it. So that actually takes care of that whole round. That is probably the quickest round we've had. And so, yeah, that ends this round. And, hey, encounters happen. So we'll see what we do in the next round. Hopefully, it will be much better.